Finally on Shadowbringers. Yeah. I feel like for Final Fantasy, the title doesn't seem to matter. I think it's too saturated of a game. It's too hard to grow in MMOs that have existed for. I think this game is almost like what 13 years or something like that. It's an old game now. When did we say? I know we looked up the release date on this before. I forgot what it was. Let's see. FF14 is 2010. We're going on 12 years with the game. Yeah, it was pretty close. Yep. This game back then was really good and like ahead of time, and the fact that it's still going, like the graphics are not the best, but it's still good. I don't even know if this game even got like graphical updates. I know WoW did over time. I actually don't know what like Final Fantasy XIV like. I played day one, but to me this looks the same. It's no longer ahead of its time. I don't think so, but the fact that it's still like one of the most popular games, and like I can't believe for this expansion they had to cut off sales because so many people are trying to play it. Like that's really good. I think it's actually hitting its viewer peak, and I don't think it's all Final Fantasy. I think half of it is because the other MMOs out there right now suck. I think Blizzard fucked up WoW in this patch of Shadowlands right now. I heard something's gotten better, but after I quit WoW, a lot of things went downhill for World of Warcraft. I think ESO is still doing pretty good. New World, people want it to be good, but Amazon's got a lot of work to do with that game, from what I've seen. So this game is the one to go to right now. Mr. Bezos, I don't think he cares about the game. I'd be shocked if he even like ever mentions it or anything. He probably like doesn't even know it exists. Thank you. What else? I forgot what I was doing. He's too busy dealing with space. I think that's like what the big wigs are just trying to do right now. They're all trying to do things in space. And I don't know why. Connor glances up at it blankly, but you notice the tension in his face ease slightly. Like, if they make Mars a planet to live on, are you gonna go to Mars? Who's gonna go to Mars? I guess there'll probably be some people willing to go try and do it, but it might be better, like, maybe like 100 years from now. I don't know. The technology advances really fast. It actually might happen before, like, we die and shit, but I don't know. I kind of want to see floating cars, though. I would like to be alive when there's, like, floating cars. Hulk remains utterly still as you wipe the sand from his cheek. The texture of his skin has hardened into something akin to plaster. I guess we should start with hoverboards, though. Let's get a hoverboard that actually floats in the air, not this wheels thing where you just lean on it and it explodes itself. You seem to the patients. How were they? Even though I heard bad things about the hoverboards, I still actually kind of want one, but I don't really have I don't know like where I would use it. Technology for boat cars is real, but only rich people has it. Only James Bond has that technology. 007. You gotta be a secret agent. I am concerned about Helric, though. I'll have to speak with the other cares, but I think his time may be near. Or you gotta be Batman. We shall leave you to have that discussion then. I was going to take Cosmos to Mordsuk. If you have any errands there that need doing. Well, I suppose there is one thing. Would you pick up nectarine from the markets, please? Cassard's caravan just passed through, so Ron should have some fresh fruit. Oh yeah, so we met up with Alice. We just discovered about Sin Eaters. Sin Eaters actually seem like cool creatures. I'm not upset about them or anything. I think they're cool enemies. We haven't seen like anything big yet, but you wish we was all secret agents? That would be, I don't know about being a secret agent. It sounds stressful. I feel like in those movies, they're always on call, right? Whenever they want to do anything, nope, they got a mission to do. They're like they like never have downtime. What's the point of having all the cool stuff if you can't like use it for fun? You have to use it all for seriousness. And a lot of your shit breaks. People destroy your shit. Bum. I think it's Vinny's dream to be a hitman, though. He's bald. He just needs to get the tattoo on the back of his head. Vinny, would you be good at stealth in real life? Would you be able to stealthily do anything? Yes? Oh yeah? No fun, unfun. You survive in the house. You sneak your way to the fridge, grab food, and make it upstairs before anyone sees you. Then they just don't think you ever come out of your room. Oh, back again, are you? You need another taste of Ron's wares? Actually, we're looking to buy a nectarine. Do you have any in stock? Oh yes, nectarines, peaches, grapes, fresh and juicy. Given how richly you cracked your coin purse with me, I might still owe you food. Here, take this one free of charge. Nice. That gold coin apparently is worth everything. They all wanted that coin. I don't know what's so good about the, what was it called? It started with a V, I forgot it. But that's the first time I've even heard of it. Gods, I've never seen a moored merchant give away something for nothing before. How much coin did you spend here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did we just rip ourselves off and trade a coin that's like worth millions of bucks? Oh yes, I'll take a jar of honeyed worms as well. Oh no, they're not for me. It's an offering of sorts. Ahem, the worms, if you please. Only the best regulars for you. Come again, my friends. We took the meat. The worms were bad. I was like, no. Right, that's our shopping chores taken care of. Let's head up past the Aetheryte to the main tower. The view I want to show you can only be seen from its very top. Don't you have like a big family, right? Like in the same house as you, Vinny? So you have to like sneak past like what, 20 people? Must be good practice. Here are your precious worms. That buys us a trip to the top of the tower, does it not? Glazed wrigglers, you actually brought them. I really shouldn't let you, but just this once, alright? Only once. Never fail, shall we? 5 and you make 6? Gotcha. I'm actually like starting to get a sore throat, I think.
Look.
I don't know if I'm just
where
like
the wall is broken.
my throat is just tired from like talking all day, but I didn't really talk that much. It's only been like 7 hours, right?
Do you see what lies beyond? That's what the land became after the light flooded in. An empty white nothingness.
Parents, grandparents, sister.
Life cannot exist in such conditions. The primordial light would wreak havoc on the body's etheric balance.
Are you the only gamer? Gotcha.
That nectarine you bought. It's Halric's favorite fruit.
Dad was eons ago.
Most of the patients, Halric included, survived the attacks of powerful eaters.
My dad still plays games. My mom, not really. She tried, like she was when I was younger. She played like the arcade games like Centipede and Asteroids, all them old ones. As soon as the controller got 2 joysticks, she was done. She was like, I can't do this, it's too complicated. My sister, she'll try. She plays some games. She's more of like the mini game. She'll play like Mario Party and stuff like that.
But their fate was sealed all the same.
And then my brother's a big gamer.
The monster's corruption has entered their bodies, and their very essence is being subsumed by light. The twisted state of the world itself just makes matters worse. Under normal circumstances, a person's ether naturally tends to equilibrium. But for these poor souls, the opposite is true. Sooner or later, every single one of them will turn. Tesleen and the patients, they all know this. They know what has to be done before the change goes too far, before the eater within takes over. The preferred method is mixing poison into their favorite food. In my time here, I've borne witness to a lot of last meals.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention. How do they turn into sin eaters?
No matter how hard I fight, it's never enough.
How do they become infected? That
But
they
it's a
gotta,
war I mean to wage,
that we have to kill them off.
Speaking of wars, do you remember how I made you promise not to leave me and then promptly collapsed? Well, let's just say I had a few choice words for the Exarch concerning the timing of his summons. But even if the fault lay with someone else, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd abandon you on the battlefield. So I swore that I'd make up for my absence there by making a difference here. And that's what keeps me moving forward, even when things seem hopeless. On which note, it's time we headed back. The longer we keep Tesleen waiting, the harder this will be for her.
That sucks. Glad I was able to show you that. When it comes to understanding the catastrophe which befell the first, one glimpse of the empty wasteland beyond the wall is worth more than an hour of Urianger's lecturing. And I needed you to know beyond a doubt that Tesleen has no other choice. The nectarine will be a kindness. It isn't just a treat or a threat posed to others. When a person becomes an eater, the pain appears to be excruciating. The carers are truly fond of their wards and would spare them that suffering. It is their way of fighting back against a fate worse than death. Can I teleport? I can. Besides like repairing gear and teleporting, I haven't really found a use for money yet. So we just collect. You're back. I hope you had a nice time. Did you manage to find the nectarine? Thank you. Ellie says explained why I wanted this, has she? I can see it in your eyes. But you may not need it just yet. I spoke with the others, and we've decided to keep an eye on Helric for now. Thanks to you, though, if his time does come suddenly, we'll be ready to send him on his way with a taste of happier days. They all seem, like, normal about this. It is a fucking sad thing, man. To feed someone a poison apple. Well, nothing is going to happen for a little while yet, so let's see if we can lighten the mood. We don't want our gloomy faces worrying about the patients. I think it's time for that welcome meal, don't you? Take a seat and I'll make us a nice stew.
Speak up if you'd like another helping. I made a little bit more than usual today.
And you've added something special to the broth, if I'm not mistaken.
Aye, well, it's not often we have visitors from the Crystarium, so I may have thrown in a few extra bits and bobs.
You need to have gone to trouble. I'll have another Bolden.
Oh, it's nothing, really. And we do so rarely have guests.
She looks like a Lee's clone.
In a place like this, you learn to take what moments of happiness you can get. I remember when I first came here with my mother. She was showing the early signs. I knew there was no way to save her, but I just couldn't face what needed to be done. That's the way of it for most people. Why they travel from arms to stay here. Beaten, broken souls come to wait out the inevitable, to receive the mercy of a painless death. When my mother finally left this world, I was mad with grief, but also thankful that her passing was a peaceful one. It's never easy, ending a life you've cared for, even when you believe they go on to a better place. I often find myself wishing the Warrior of Darkness would come and do that part for me.
The Warrior of Darkness?
You've never heard the tale? I'm not sure where it began, but every child in Norvrent could tell you a version of it. Warrior of Darkness, servant of death, take care of our souls at our dying breath. Let sinners and eaters of sin go with thee, that all may return to the sunless sea. Well, that's the version I was taught anyway. It's just an old bedtime story. He's certainly never deigned to visit us here.
Which is a good thing, surely. He sounds rather ominous.
Do you think so? I always liked the idea that he treated every soul the same, even the Sin Eaters.
They're coming.
Desleen! Have you seen Halric? I swear, I only took my eyes off him for a moment.
Oh, he's turning. Cosmos, Ellie say we have to go look for Helric. I don't know what's gotten into him, but if he's wandering out there alone, we'll assign search areas and split up. Any idea where he might be headed? No, he's never done anything like this before, but it can't be a coincidence that the other patients are suddenly so agitated. They can sense something. In any case, let's keep the search close to the inn. Helric isn't very sure on his feet, so he won't have gone far. I'll search the east side. Please, Helric, please be alright. I'll cover the north and west then. You take everything from here to the south. Alright. Way down there. Is that Hellblade, the first part? Is that on PS4/PS5? I think I want to play that one before the second one comes out. You see no sign of Helric. Maybe he went further west. It didn't aggro. It's on PS4? Not 5. Oh, if it's on PS4, I should be able to play it on PS5. I think the PS5 has all of the PS4 library. You scan your surroundings in search of Helric and suddenly find yourself under attack. My chocobo's not out yet. Wait. Pause. Nope, holding my teacher. Okay. It has all but 12 PS4 games. That might be one of the 12. That would be pretty unlucky.
Any sign of him? No luck then. But he surely can't have gone far. We should keep looking. The Sin Eaters are out in force, and if we don't find him soon, you can be sure they will.
Looks like the chick from the opening video.
Did you see the size of that thing? It must be one of the nasty ones. Wherever it's going, it can only mean trouble. After it! There it is!
Oh, he's fucked.
Is that... Oh no! Ulrich!
No! Not her.
Tesleen, no!
We all deserve happiness, wherever we can find it. The time left to you is precious. No one should die in vain. Mother, I...
Is she puking? The fuck?
No!
Damn. That's actually like pretty dark even for this game, I think. That feels like some Dark Souls shit. I'm sorry, Cosmos. I tried to tell the carriers what happened, but I can't be the shoulder they lean on, not like this. It's just so unfair. Tesleen was always so cheery with the patients, telling them not to be scared, and that wouldn't be any pain. Of all the people in the world to suffer such a fate. I imagine you're just as shocked as the rest of us, so I appreciate that you're doing here. Me? I don't have the words. Without a body, we can't even give her a proper burial. And she cared about that sort of thing, about giving people the chance to say their goodbyes. I think Helric is already a lost cause. He doesn't talk. He's got a blank face 24/7. Helric is as unresponsive as ever. He stands motionless, staring up into the sky where the Sin Eaters made their escape. Thank you. What you're doing, it means a lot to them, to me. Sorry to interrupt. We realized we hadn't thanked you for rescuing Helric. You weren't hurt at all, were you? Hurt? There wasn't even a fight. I was too late, too slow, and I thought I could protect you. You can't blame yourself for things beyond your control. You brought Helric back safe and sound. No one could have done any more. I'm sorry, but I've come to a decision. I won't be continuing in my role here. I hope you will forgive me for leaving you, and that you will delay Helric's last meal for as long as you possibly can. Not until it's too late, of course. Just give him what time you can. We always do. Of course, she would have done the same. Farewell, Helric. Keep Tesling's words close to your heart. Wait. You're leaving this very moment? I understand how you must feel, but surely this is a bit hasty. Do you even have anywhere to go? I have a destination in mind, yes, and a purpose. This damn light building without cease. It's the reason we can't save those corrupted by the Eaters. But what if we corrected the balance? Even if it were only little by little, even if it took years, it would surely make things better. Now hold on there. Everyone knows there's too much light, but how could you ever hope to get rid of it? You'd have to change the whole world. That's right. We should return to the Crystarium. I may not be able to repel the Eaters on my own, but I can still use the skills I have gained here to hurt them. We need darkness. The quest wants me to come here, right? Maybe not yet. I just need to make it back up here. I'll do it from here. I wonder how long it's going to take for them to expand the servers, if they're even going to do that, to let people buy the game again. It's a very odd, like, situation. Never even heard of a company doing that. Have you ever had any exotic butters? I don't think so. You have? The only butter I use is like the easy spread butters in the containers. I use the country one, and I use I can't believe it's not buttered. And Swedish butter. How'd you get it? Oh, okay. Forgive me, Cosmos. I couldn't stay there a moment longer, but I was serious about what I said. While the men and women at the inn battle against the blight with kindness, I must fight it in my own way, with steel. Miss Alice, is there anything I can get you? Your swiftest Amaro. I need to return to the Crystarium immediately. As you wish. Remind me to wear goggles if we ever fly over Orang again. I've barely gotten the sand out of my eyes. But the wind did help to clear my head, at least. I think I'm ready to meet with the Exarch. We need to talk about how we're going to wipe the Sin Eaters out, shall we? jump. And jump. Thank you for seeking me out, Cosmos. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we decided upon a direction, but you still have to visit Elfino, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success. If he hasn't already, I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being. But don't keep me waiting too long, eh? Okay. So we have to go get Elfino. Alright, so get the fastest way. Your face is unknown to me. What business have you at my rookery? Signed by the Exarch, no less. Yes, I can provide you with an Amaro for passage to Caluzia. I will pick you out a friendly whelp. Amaro are often used for travel. There I was expecting a chocobo. That's right, mounts like my gray friend over there are a common sight in these parts. But I gather you hail from further afield, more accustomed to chocobos, perchance? I hear there are a few places where they ride little else. Seeing as you are plainly accustomed to riding Amaro, I think it best I accompany you on this flight myself. Any Zun worthy of the name could do it, of course, but the Exarch sent you to me. Ensuring you arrive safely is my responsibility. Gather your things and meet me at the Amaro launch. One of the junior tamers will attend to you while I ready the mounts. Do I get to keep it? Oops. You want to fly to Amaro to Caluzia. Well, I suppose if Master Genmai or Genmal, I don't know if it's an L or I. It's an I don't know. Is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the mouse shortly. Now travel. Cool.
The whistling breeze, mute. The pounding surf, frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
It's weird. It's the only place that has like any color in this zone so far. There's a beach. It's like super rocky. We are arrived. This is the Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Caluzia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. It almost looks like Cortex's castle, with his little zeppelin there too. Spy you that city in the distance. That is Olmor, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yolmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far as to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection if we bend the knee, but to say their ideals are questionable would be putting it mildly. Their Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Yolmor is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of the city. I am glad we understand each other. Now the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Ivor. Ivor or Ivor, I don't know. Ivor keeps an eye on everything that happens in Calusia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme that will let him know you can be trusted. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here in the Amaro until you are ready to return.